Jerome Baker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run. This is Kamara, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, Julian Edelman. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
All day, just like that, just like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Willie Brown.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Forced out to his left. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
That throw by Vic, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On third down, Vic. Being chased out left. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. A first down throw coming for Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On third down, Vic. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On third down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is taken.